For brands and manufacturers out there that have contacted us, and we're getting more and more globally in the world launching over the next few months with hydrolyzed NiHPRO protein isolate, some of them have some challenges understanding how to position NiHPRO in their brand. And I've seen some really good examples just recently, and happen to be from Australia, our buddies from International Protein.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
finally on board.
Finally on board, and very proud of what they've been working on in Australia. And they're looking at positioning, which is what it should be, is the hydrolyzed isolate, a new hydrolyzed isolate. And that's exactly what we are. We're not just another alternative protein, but we are a new technology, a new category of protein, superior to that of any alternative protein, and in some ways superior to that of whey protein as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you go by the DS and the PITICAS scores, it is superior to whey, right? But at least, I mean, you can confidently say it's on par with whey.
Absolutely.
But without some of the negatives that may be associated for some people.
Yep, high protein purity, almost 90%, so very, very similar to a WPI 90. You've got the same leucine content, DS, PITICAS super high, in fact the DS being higher, but more to the point, and I think most consumers and those that are receiving samples now in Australia, and actually not just Australia, but in UK, in Belgium, in Netherlands, in the Czech Republic, in Japan, my Lord, some of the, Dr. Sajay, our partner, some of the feedback he's
They're
getting
loving
in
it in Japan.
The taste, I mean, at the end of the day, consumers, you know, they don't really care about the nutrition in some aspects.
Well, they'll fool themselves. If it tastes good enough, they'll kind of like justify why they can let these other aspects go, but taste is very important.
Absolutely. And this is where I enforce, and it's very critical to understand, we are not a whey protein, right? And nor are we a vegan protein. We're something new. And for those that have received samples or looking to receive samples, you need to understand this is a new category protein. It takes a little bit of tweaking and to dial in the recipe. But when you do dial in the recipe, and I can guarantee you this protein will stand head and shoulders above almost anything else out there. And we are, without exaggeration, and don't take my word for it, come and try the protein yourself at one of our NiHPRO protein challenges. We're getting more consistent feedback that this is not just as good as whey protein, but better.
The white chocolate coconut, I think is the one that I tasted the other day. Really good, really good.
Bloody amazing. So again, we're not like a whey protein. We're something very, very different. It has similar characteristics of whey protein, but it's not identical. But you do need to dial in the recipe. And again, for those brands and manufacturers out there looking to formulate with NiHPRO, you need to look at what also is the positioning of NiHPRO, of basically how do you sell to consumers? And again, I think the perfect positioning is just positioning it for what it is, a superior, amazing new category, hydrolyzed isolate protein that tastes amazing. I think that's an easy sell, right?
Yeah, and mix as well. I mean, you put that stuff in the shaker and you give it maybe 1-2 little jolts and it's dissolved.
Instantized, as they say, and you've got instantized WPI, and we've got instantized NiHPRO protein isolate. So yeah, that's the positioning. I think it's very important to understand, especially in today's world when WPI and WPC is skyrocketing in price and has allergen aspects. I mean, look, I'm a dairy guy. I love dairy. I just had a whole bunch of cheese with my bagel today. I'm not a vegan, okay? I love dairy, but whey protein, though is an amazing protein, has its challenges today. You know, price being one and allergens being another.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm similar. I love dairy, I love whey, I've got no problem. But a lot of the athletes that I work with or friends, family, you know, they'll complain about bloating and things like this. I was actually talking to my mum the other week and she was saying that she wanted to increase her protein intake, but she has problems with the dairy and the whey. So she's gone to a soy protein, but doesn't taste very good, doesn't mix very good, complaints. So,
yep. And soy is the #1 allergen if people don't know out there. So you've got dairy, soy, and eggs, 1, 2, and 3 are the world's number 3 allergens, and we are free of the world's top 24 allergens, as well as lactose-free, sugar-free as well. So yes, positioning is important. So a hydrolyzed isolate that is non-dairy, non-allergen, non-lactose, non-sugar, but just tastes amazing. I think that's a pretty easy positioning if you're a brand or manufacturer out there.
And also just happens to be vegan friendly,
Just
but not a vegan
happens to be
protein.
vegan friendly, but it's not a vegan protein. NiHPRO.